Once upon a time.
Yep.
Did you know that 99.999% of Muslims are not terrorists?
In a sea of retards.
Why would you ban them? That makes no sense to me.
We're at war with that region, and we did the same thing in World War II.
Islam?
Actually, we are.
No, we're not. You're okay. Okay, I'm done. We're not at war with. I'm not at war with Islam personally.
We're at war with radical jihadism, which is Islam.
I'm done. Yeah.
But yet you still say we're at a war with Islam?
Are we not at a war?
That is the most ignorant, stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Are we not at a war with radical jihadism?
Okay, but are they not at a war with radical Christianity, okay?
Oh my God.
Where are we at war with radical Christianity?
Really?
No, really, I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Actually, explain to me.
Just...
Where are we at war with radical Christians?
Yeah, they're trying to target us for no reason.
Where are the radical Christianity war? Where is that happening?
The people in power. The people in power want to make us turn on each other. That's exactly why you're trying to do this.
These are radical Christians?
Get feelings from
I
people.
just want to know about this radical Christian war that's going on. I haven't heard of it.
Ask other countries. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you for making an ass of yourself. Now let's watch your girlfriend do the same.
Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I actually lived in the Middle East for 2 years as a child.
Well, fuck.
That's really good. Now, if you could reply with the proper, like assalamu.
You see, I had a... Yeah,
Alaikum
no.
assalam.
Yeah, not a fan.
Have a good day.
Growing up there as a young girl, I wasn't a big fan of like having to cover myself all the time. And, the actual rape culture that goes on in the Middle East, and throwing gays off of buildings and such. I wasn't a big fan of that. Being an American over there.
Neither am I, but you don't think Donald Trump is after the same policies?
I don't think he wants to throw gays off of buildings. No.
No, but he's openly against them in radical form.
Open against what?
Gay people, Islamic people, black people, Mexican people. He's all about the hate.
What did he do to gay people?
He's openly slandered a bunch of...
what did he say? I don't know. I would like to know about this. I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard anything about...
I haven't heard him say bad things about gays, no.
Okay. Well, look at stuff from the 1990s.
I don't know if you can even really compare saying a few things to really throwing them off of buildings either.
You're right. You're right. Sticks and stones will not break bones, but words do hurt.
The social justice warrior motto.
Yeah, I think I'd rather hear a few nasty words than be thrown off a building.
Me too. And that's where we're all the same on a human level.
Don't think it's quite a valid comparison is my point.
Okay. Well, that's different. Have a good day.
I get it. Yeah, All right, so we got through. Your candidate is literally just the guy that Stormfront endorses. That's whatever.
Hey, Donald Trump's not perfect, but
Klan members, in fact, endorse Donald Trump. See, we established middle ground there. We just established middle ground.
David Duke endorses all sorts of damn people.
Yeah, he can endorse whoever he wants.
He comes out every 4 years. He comes out every 4 years.
Yeah, but endorse the most racist candidate.
That doesn't mean they're racist.
He comes out everybody.
What's racist about a wall? Hey, what's racist about a wall?
You're the
Hey, how is he racist? How is he? You sound like an idiot. How is he racist?
How is he racist?
Yeah, how is he racist?
One racist thing Donald Trump has said. Has he said one racist thing?
Yeah, seriously.
One racist thing.
Quote Donald Trump. Quote something racist.
Shit, we want to stay. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Okay, so obviously you haven't done your research and you're just going along with what everyone else is saying. So go do some research, come back with some quotes, okay? You don't know. Hey, this dude just steal my
tranny. I'm a tranny. No, go ahead. Punch a woman.
This tranny just steal my face.
Punch a woman. Punch a woman.
It doesn't matter. Education doesn't matter. Do you have any idea how many uneducated people there are in this country? And they're still fucking people, okay? Just because you can't read well, just because you can't speak well, does not mean that you're undocumented. They're not legal immigrants. They're not legal.
Why is this?
Because it's the United States of America. And if you are not a United States citizen, it doesn't really matter if you're intelligent or not. You're not supposed to be here. End of story. That's the law.
It's the law.
That's the law.
It doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't have to be pretty.
You know what the law was before the civil rights movement? African Americans.
Yeah.
2/3 of
it doesn't matter.
That's so change the law.
And it was wrong.
Change the law.
And they changed it. And you know who changed that? Actually, I think Republicans.
A lot of laws I don't like. A lot of laws I don't like.
Like I said,
The parties have changed since the 60s.
we're gonna make
Do you
it
know? Wait,
against
hold on.
the law.
Do you
for
know?
this.
Free speech will be against the law. According to the Tolerable Act, free speech is going to be against the law. You want this protest to be against the law. Wonderful.
We are going to expand the definition of hate speech
Oh my
to
God.
include what you're doing right here.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.
Legally, hate speech is not a legal term. Hate speech is nothing under the Constitution. The Supreme Court has ruled that hate speech is allowed as free speech. Hate speech is subjective.
That's how you
Pasty white bread America
wall,
that you
you
want
build
so
it.
bad.
Well then why do you keep attacking us when we blow you out?
I'm part black and part American Indian. Why are you disrespecting me?
Why you want this man to be
Wait, hold on. You keep circling back. You keep
Yes, they
circling
are.
back.
How does bringing in millions
Okay,
of poor
she called us. Sidebar here. She called us idiots. Couldn't back it up. She challenged us on the Constitution. Couldn't back it up. Challenged us on hate speech. Couldn't back it up. And now she resorts. Yes, I do.
I didn't
Because
come
I'm
here.
What?
I just wanted to know why.
Well, you also bring in Robert Crossbone, which is a compelling argument against national security. Tell that to Israel. Tell that to Israel why they shouldn't have
why I'm
laws.
voting for Trump. As
Tell it to Mexico. It's got this huge wall between them and Guatemala.
So she,
You know,
lower taxes.
national
A
borders.
national right to carry because that's our Second Amendment right. If we have a concealed carry
Would you
permit in
support
any
building a wall around
God.
Portland so we don't have a Hollywood ending?
Yeah, he's like this.
if California pays for it.
California, yes.
state.
We should build a wall between us,
Can you
Cascadia,
feel-
and
can
the
you
rest
feel
of the
the
Americas. We're going to
Hollywood
make
ending
Cascadia
coming?
an
So-
independent state.
No, because
So
it's
what other
super
federal
local.
laws
The
should
state
just
of
be
Jefferson,
ignored?
And it's
Right.
Southern Oregon and Northern California, and it's all.
I mean, you want one federal law to be ignored. Should, say, the gun laws be ignored. Should the Civil Rights Act be ignored? That's a federal law.
They throw their hands up. That's YouTube. Hold on.
The southern
Expand hate speech laws.
all the way to Alaska.
Why aren't you protesting Mexico's southern border wall?
You know that back in the 60s, what they did would have been hate speech, right? You know that the civil rights movement never would have happened.
Oh, nice, nice. Very civil discourse.
She gives us the finger as she goes away. Nice. She's arguing for an increase in government power and an increase in hate speech legislation to silence speech she doesn't agree with.
I think one of the prevailing things that are happening here is that what I'm hearing is this intense sort of discussion around self-hatred and when you're in a bigger body. And I wanted to ask people, like down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before? I mean, I think one of the things
let's get an answer to the question. Are you?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health at your weight as compared to...
Can we have an answer? No. The question's been asked. What's the answer?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to justify her decision.
I
And
asked
she's
her if she was
asking-
happy. I didn't ask her to justify what her health issues now, or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly
And
happy.
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because
No,
of
I know.
my
I'd love
size.
to know, because if you're really healthy, do you have any joint issues, or so you're completely...
I swim 2.5 kilometres a day. I walk, I exercise all the time. I am in a
Nothing but some
bullshit.
bullshit.
And I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my ability to live in the world in a bigger body in a
But
way
we're
that I'm
all
happy
talking
with.
about health tonight. I mean, the
Well,
whole show is about weight and health.
No,
so
what
it's
we've
not
been
an
talking about
unreasonable...
is surgery, and we haven't actually talked about the possibility that you can actually live in your life
No, but we
in
have.
this body.
We have talked about about that. But all I'm saying is that a question to anyone about what they eat in the context of this program, anyone in this room, is perfectly reasonable, I think.
But it's interesting that they've only been directed at fat people.
No, it's not about being fat or not being fat. It's about what everybody eats. Well, it's about what everybody eats and what health is. What health?
You're conflating
I'm not conflating anything. I'm saying I think it's perfectly reasonable in the context of a discussion where you've got research that suggests that people who are overweight and people who are obese can be more prone to particular health problems. I think it's quite reasonable in that context when we're talking about diet, we're talking about losing weight, gaining weight, whether people are happy or not.